Have you ever wondered how much your everyday diet can influence the health of your heart and blood vessels? Your circulation system is working every moment of the day. Your heart pumps blood through a huge network of arteries and smaller blood vessels, delivering oxygen and nutrients throughout your body. When it comes to supporting healthy circulation, there is no single miracle food and no instant fix. But there are foods that provide nutrients and plant compounds that have been studied for their potential benefits for cardiovascular and vascular health. Today, we are looking at 5 of them. These foods are not medicines, and they should not replace medical treatment. Think of them as simple, nutritious additions to an overall healthy lifestyle. Let's start with one of the most interesting foods on the list. Number 1, beetroot. Beetroot may look like an ordinary root vegetable, but it contains a naturally occurring compound that has attracted a lot of scientific interest: dietary nitrate. When we eat nitrate-rich vegetables, our bodies can convert nitrate through several steps into nitric oxide. Nitric oxide plays an important role in normal blood vessel function and helps regulate how blood vessels relax. That is one reason researchers have studied beetroot and beetroot juice in relation to blood pressure and exercise performance. Some studies suggest that nitrate from beetroot may modestly support blood vessel function and may help lower blood pressure in certain people. Research has also investigated beetroot juice for its potential effects on exercise efficiency and endurance. But there is an important distinction here. Beetroot is not a treatment for high blood pressure, poor circulation, or heart disease. The response can vary from person to person, and eating a healthy diet is only one part of cardiovascular health. So how can you enjoy it? You can add cooked beetroot to salads, roast it with other vegetables, blend it into a smoothie, or use a moderate amount of beetroot juice. And don't worry if you prefer it cooked. You do not have to drink raw beet juice to have a healthy diet. One simple idea is to combine beetroot with lemon, apple, or leafy greens for a colorful and nutritious meal or drink. There is another reason beetroot is worth including. Its deep red color comes from naturally occurring plant compounds called betalains, which have antioxidant properties. So instead of thinking of beetroot as a miracle food, think of it as one nutritious option that can contribute to a healthy eating pattern. Number 2, leafy green vegetables next. We have one of the simplest categories of foods you can add to your meals: leafy greens. Spinach, arugula, kale, Swiss chard, and other leafy vegetables provide a combination of nutrients, including folate, vitamin K, magnesium, potassium, fiber, and various plant compounds. Some leafy greens are also naturally rich in nitrates. That makes them especially interesting when we are talking about vascular health. Rather than focusing on one magical nutrient, however, it is better to look at the overall nutritional package. Leafy greens can help you build meals that are rich in vitamins, minerals, fiber, and plant-based compounds while remaining relatively low in calories. Try adding a handful of spinach to eggs, mixing arugula into a salad, adding kale to a soup, or combining different greens with tomatoes, beans, or other vegetables. Small additions like these can make a healthy diet easier to maintain. And remember, consistency matters much more than eating one particular food once in a while. Number 3, pomegranate. Pomegranate is another fruit that has attracted attention in cardiovascular research. The bright red seeds contain polyphenols and other plant compounds that have antioxidant activity. Researchers have studied pomegranate and pomegranate juice for possible effects on blood pressure, vascular function, and other cardiovascular markers. Some findings are encouraging, but the evidence is not strong enough to describe pomegranate as a cure or guaranteed way to improve circulation. That distinction is important. Instead, think of pomegranate as a nutritious fruit that can add variety to your diet. You can sprinkle the seeds over oatmeal, yogurt, salads, or whole grain dishes, and choosing the whole fruit gives you fiber as well. If you drink pomegranate juice, pay attention to portion size and added sugar. A juice can contain useful nutrients, but whole fruit is often a better choice when you want the benefits of fiber and greater fullness. Number 4, citrus fruits. Now let's talk about citrus. Oranges, grapefruit, lemons, mandarins, and other citrus fruits provide vitamin C, fiber, potassium, and a variety of plant compounds, including flavonoids. These nutrients are part of what makes fruit an important component of a balanced eating pattern. Some citrus flavonoids have been investigated for their potential relationship with vascular and cardiovascular health. But again, we should keep the claim realistic. Citrus does not clean plaque out of your arteries, and it is not a detox treatment. Your body already has organs that handle waste and metabolism. The real benefit is much simpler. Citrus is a nutrient-rich food that can be part of a diet built around fruits, vegetables, whole grains, legumes, nuts, and other minimally processed foods. Try adding orange segments to a salad, eating a whole mandarin as a snack, or using fresh lemon juice to add flavor to vegetables and fish. One important caution: grapefruit can interact with certain medications. If you take prescription medicine regularly, check with your doctor or pharmacist before adding large amounts of grapefruit or grapefruit juice to your diet. Number 5, fatty fish. Our fifth food is fatty fish. Salmon, sardines, mackerel, and trout are well-known sources of long-chain omega-3 fatty acids. Omega-3 fats have been extensively studied in relation to cardiovascular health. Fatty fish also provides high-quality protein and several important vitamins and minerals. The goal here is not to claim that eating salmon will instantly improve your circulation. Instead, fatty fish can be part of an overall eating pattern that supports heart health. Try grilled salmon with vegetables, sardines with whole grain toast, or baked trout with a large salad. For people who eat fish, including a variety of seafood in a balanced diet can be a practical way to obtain omega-3 fats. And if you don't eat fish, there are also plant sources of omega-3 fats, such as walnuts, chia seeds, and ground flaxseed, although the type of omega-3 they provide is different. The bigger picture: so, what do beetroot, leafy greens, pomegranate, citrus, and fatty fish have in common? They are not miracle cures. They are simply nutrient-rich foods that can fit into a pattern of eating that supports cardiovascular health. And that bigger picture matters. Your circulation is influenced by many factors, including physical activity, blood pressure, cholesterol, smoking, sleep, stress, body weight, genetics, and existing medical conditions. That is why no single food can take the place of healthy habits or appropriate medical care. If you regularly experience unexplained cold hands or feet, persistent fatigue, chest discomfort, shortness of breath, swelling, dizziness, or other concerning symptoms, do not assume that food alone will solve the problem. Persistent or concerning symptoms deserve proper medical evaluation. The good news is that improving your diet does not have to be complicated. You do not need to buy expensive supplements or search for exotic superfoods. Start with ordinary foods that you can actually enjoy and eat consistently. Add more vegetables to your meals. Choose whole fruits more often. Include healthy sources of protein. Choose fish when it fits your diet, and make water your main beverage. Think of your diet as a long-term investment rather than a quick fix. One healthy meal will not transform your cardiovascular health overnight, but thousands of small choices repeated over time can become a powerful part of a healthier lifestyle. So this week, choose one food from today's list and find a simple way to include it in your meals. Maybe it is beetroot in a salad. Maybe it is a handful of leafy greens at lunch. Maybe it is some fresh pomegranate with yogurt. Maybe it is an orange instead of a processed snack. Or perhaps it is a serving of salmon or another fatty fish at dinner. You don't need perfection, you need consistency. And remember, Food is only one piece of the picture. Regular physical activity, adequate sleep, avoiding tobacco, managing stress, and keeping important health measurements under control can all play a role in cardiovascular health. Your body is doing remarkable work every day. Give it the raw materials it needs, take care of the habits you can control, and give yourself time to build a healthier routine. Thank you for spending this time with me. I hope today's video gave you a few practical ideas that you can actually use in your everyday life. Choose one small change, make it realistic, and build from there. Take care of yourself, stay active, eat well, and keep moving forward. Until next time, stay healthy and stay well.